You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, it looks like the NFL has decided they will take a don't ask, don't tell policy when it comes to fake vaccination cards. Much to the chagrin of the woke mainstream media, looking at you, Florio, at Pro Football Talk, it doesn't seem the NFL is all that concerned with these vaccination cards that might be lingering out there among teams. We're going into the home stretch of the season. They've got an extra team in the playoffs. Roger Goodell and the owners have decided, you're not messing with our money. You're not messing with our money. You're not taking the best players, some of the best players out of the game over something like this. Omnivariant be damned or not. Somewhere there are leftist social justice warriors crying in corners right now because the NFL has come out and said they're not going to look for any other fake cards. They're done. They've closed the book on it. This is from Florio, somewhere wearing his Karen wig. Buccaneers coach Bruce Allen, who found out the hard way this week that two of his current players had tendered fake vaccination cards to the team, gets it. He knows that the chances his roster is the only one having players who use fake vaccination cards fall somewhere below slim and none. And he hopes the league will fully and fairly search for other fake cards. It's more clear than ever the league won't be doing that. At least not until another claim of another fake vaccination card falls into the lap via some media report. On Thursday, the NFL told PFT that 80% of all vaccinated players received their shots on site, and that the league was told by the other teams that there was no difference in positive COVID results between the 80% who got their shots on site and the 20% who supposedly got their vaccination away from the building. Armed with that conclusion, the league apparently decided that there are no other fake vaccination cards anywhere in the league. Oh, that is funny. On Sunday, ESPN has essentially repackaged the same report without delving into the details that demonstrate the lack of logical connection between comparable positivity rates between on-site and off-site vaccinations, and the questions of whether any other NFL players who claimed to be vaccinated off-site actually tendered a fake card. ESPN's report, especially given the manner in which it was delivered on camera by Adam Schefter, creates the unwarranted impression that the NFL is actually investigating whether other players have tendered fake vaccination cards. Indeed, based on a report from Mark Maskey of the Washington Post that, quote, no other players are under active investigation for submitting fake vaccination cards, it's clear that the NFL has decided not to do what it should be doing, opting instead to come up with a cockamamie formula to justify not turning over rocks and searching aggressively for other fake vaccination cards that inevitably, in caps, because Florio is triggered, exist. The NFL should be actively vetting the legitimacy of each of the vaccination cards from the 20% who claim to have been vaccinated at another place outside the team facility. It wouldn't be easy, but as the league acknowledges, 80% of the players who were vaccinated on site, only 1 out of 5 vaccinated players tendered cards based on vaccinations gotten elsewhere. That's a full universe of potential fake vaccination cards. If the league truly cares about the possibility that unvaccinated players are masquerading as vaccinated and potentially infecting vaccinated players, even though you can spread the virus if you're vaccinated, Florio and staff, including coaches who are elderly, for frick's sakes, and or who may have other conditions that make them vulnerable to a serious outcome. The league shouldn't just sit back and wait for the next published report quoting a live-in chef whose bill wasn't paid. Really, if Brown had just paid Stephen Reeves, no one would know that Brown and Edwards tendered fake vaccination cards. Good God, I wish he had. How many other players have fake vaccination cards but are dumb enough to motivate somebody in their inner circle to blow the whistle? So far, none. If it stays that way, we'll never know about any other players tendering fake vaccination cards, because the primary takeaway based on various events and reports is that the league has decided to not do what needs to be done. If it truly cares about the integrity of the vaccination cards, with an assist from ESPN, however, the league has managed to create the false impression that somebody actually cares about fake vaccination cards. So you can see part of this story right off the bat is the fact that the Corona Bros, like Mike Florio, I'm sure somewhere Dan Woken is going nuts as well, or Darren Rovell, and some of them guys are going absolutely nuts because the NFL has come out and stated through the Washington Post there are no active investigations involving any other players and fake vaccination cards. Florio wants them to do a league-wide investigation of everybody that did not get the damn jab on site at an NFL facility of a virus that really does nothing to an elite 1% athlete, which these guys are, right? So, has anybody been hospitalized? I think one guy with the Vikings I might have got hospitalized for like a hot minute a day, I think. Maybe. I don't know. And they're finding out the variant at this point is supposed to, quote-unquote, be mild? Come on. Not to mention, once again, in all this shit we're talking about, nobody brings up natural immunity. Nobody. It's crazy. But it's clear the media is going to be triggered over this. Twitter is going to get triggered over this. I'm sure it will trend. Oh, my God. In the world, Roger Goodell, Jerry Jones, all those guys are chasing the money, which they are. The league has kind of like, the league started out hot and heavy on the social justice week one, and then all of a sudden, bloop, puff, it's gone. Magically disappeared. Why? Because it was going to affect the TV ratings and their bottom line, so they backed out. Can you imagine? They do a league-wide investigation of this. They find out Tom Brady is not vaccinated. Okay. They find out Josh Allen might not be vaccinated. Some of their stars might not be vaccinated. Patrick Mahomes might not be vaccinated. Heading down the stretch into the NFL playoffs, they know that would be devastating for the league. And the NFL has been like, nope, we're good. We're good. We did our due diligence. We feel good about this. I think it's hilarious, actually. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.